Oh hi. Didn't expect to see me again so soon, huh? I've slowly gained the motivation to start uploading after posting my I'm back vid, so yay. I finally wrote a script. Now I don't have to struggle so much. Anyways, I wanted to introduce my OCs, but I didn't feel like yapping about my fandom OCs, so we're just gonna start off small with my persona and self-insert main character sorta OC. If this goes well, maybe I'll make a video on my fandom OCs and maybe talk about my webcomic that's been on hiatus. Anywho, let's get into it. Let's begin with my persona. For those who followed my 5 Notes of 39 timeline, you might have seen my older persona, Creator D. She was a Grim Reaper that was constantly being beat up by everyone. She had a whole thing about not being accepted and just taking in the hate and everyone wanting her dead. She had a whole beast form and stuff. Basically, I just hated myself and I decided to put it in comic form. She'd get threatened, strangled, beaten up, had her scythe broken, and was this a goddamn cry for help? Cause what the fuck? She had a Periton named Midnight and a Talking 39 mask. For some reason. Fun fact, I still have that mask to this day. Anyways, not the goodest girl, so I decided to redesign her. So as you can see here, I went for more of a bunny moth route. I gave him those hoodies with the bunny paws that I desperately want because I think the paws are so damn cute. He has his hair in a ponytail because I never have and I never will wear my hair down. He's got moth wings that he cannot fly with and little moth antennas. Gave him shorts since I've grown to hate the feeling of anything covering my legs. It just gets scratchy for some reason. Got him a purple choker with an upside down cross cause we still gotta be a little edgy, and I'm an angsty edgy bitch. And the final touch is a missing bloody eye. Oh, and here's a neat little idea I came up for him. Whenever he's shirtless, his boobs cease to exist. So, he has no breast, it's just chest. Also, I forgot to mention this in my previous vid, but I go by any pronouns. But I prefer you don't strictly refer to me as she, her. I'm not gonna freak out if you do refer to me as such, but I've just grown distant from it. In terms of backstory, I don't have much other than the fact that he's an 18-year-old escaped SCP that got shot in the eye, that now spends his time alone, isolated and hidden, only finding the internet and finding comfort with it. He obviously represents my gender apathy and isolation and stuff. He's loosely inspired off of Mothman, and design-wise, Plushy Dreadfuls. I made a persona version of them where the Plushy Dreadfuls inspo was more prominent. I don't really have a name for my persona, so feel free to call him whatever. But yeah, I like this persona more. I think he's kinda neat. Oh boy, did this girl have issues. So again, to those who followed my 539 timeline, this is Dorky, a main character of my timeline that went from hyperactive idiot to traumatized. If I had to list all the shit she went through in the timeline, we would be here for hours. So I'll just put them on the screen. Pause to read if you want. I think this became less of me wanting to write a character with trauma, and more of me wanting to experiment with dark topics, with Dorky as the punching bag. Yes, I was a very edgy teen and I wanted to write darker stories. I had her character be that despite all the trauma and the pain and the hurt, she still wants to see the good in others. Which is kinda sad when you think about it, cause she just ended up pushing everyone away and eventually ended things. As you can tell, I've grown significantly from that time, so now I've given her a fresh start. That still has a lot of trauma. With this version, I kept her design relatively the same. I gave her shorts instead of sweatpants, a messier ponytail, blue heelys, sharper teeth, made her chubby, and gave her a metal arm and leg. Before you ask, yes, this was inspired by Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Shut up! Her personality, however, has changed a lot. She's now more of a chaotic asshole kind of character that's high on energy and a whole gremlin. She's very animal-like, sometimes crawling on all fours, biting people, growling, all that fun stuff. She still has her ability to turn into a giant bunny, which, for those who don't know, basically at one point in the timeline, I pulled a turning red and I just gave it to Dorky. She still has her pets, Blackjack, Oats, and Nips. She lives with her pseudo-adopted parents, Arthur and Mary. Two OCs I do plan to redesign in the near future. She doesn't have any friends, mainly because she doesn't really want any friends, even though she desperately needs some. Overall, she's just a chaotic gremlin. I have a lot for her backstory, but I don't want to yap about it here, so maybe I'll reveal it some other time. As I've said before, Edward Elric from Fullmetal Alchemist was a big inspiration for her, and he always has been. I mean, for fuck's sake, if you looked at 16-year-old Dorky's outfit, it's literally just Ed's outfit, but blue. But I also have other inspirations, like Uzi from Murder Drones, Luz from The Owl House, Nezuko from Demon Slayer slightly, Mabel from Gravity Falls, Nifty from Hazbin Hotel, Blitz from Hell of a Boss, Sonic from Sonic. Fuck it, I guess you can throw in Sticks from Sonic Boom, and Gur from Invader Zim too. So yeah, lots and lots of quirky characters that may or may not just be me hyperfixating over them. For headcanon voices, I don't really know what to go for. I thought about having Sticks be her headcanon voice, but I'm not sure. I'm very, very indecisive. But yeah, here's my cringe self-insert. A much better improvement on her old version. Hopefully nothing bad happens to her this time. So yeah, this was my persona and self-insert OC. I actually had fun with this one since I got to yap about my own creations, and maybe I'll do this again soon if you guys want that. As always, feel free to follow my Tumblr and DeviantArt for my art, and for commissions, feel free to commission me on Ko-Fi, but no pressure. I'll see you in the next one whenever that may be. Bye!